Welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cubs March to October, and don't be confused by who that is on your screen. We also traded for Trey Turner. If you somehow missed it at the end of the last episode, which just so happened to be the Trevor Story debut episode after we traded for him, we got yet another trade popping up for yet another big name, so we added him to the team, and now we probably have we have to have the single best shortstop group in history on the same team. I mean, I feel like that's not an overstatement. I know all these guys aren't going to be playing shortstop, but like they're all listed at shortstop. I really don't know how you could have three shortstops on your team better than this. I think we got that title locked up. Now, before we start playing today and before we debut Trey Turner, I did have to shuffle the lineups around, and guys, I feel like I have to warn you before I go into this screen. Don't have a gut reaction. Don't get too upset right away. Let me explain some things. But here we go. Moving over to right-handed, no DH. I don't know. I had to put Rizzo on the bench, okay? It feels wrong. It feels so wrong. But I was just looking at everybody, and he was the only one that made sense to take off the starting lineup. So we added Trey Turner. I'm moving him into the leadoff spot. He's going to be playing center field for us. He is only going to be a bronze fielder, but I'm hoping that speed makes up for it. He should have a lot of range out there. I don't know how much we actually looked into his stats when we traded for him, but as far as attributes go, his hitting numbers aren't really going up, but everything else is. And then look at his stats. He's hitting a lot of doubles. You know, the power numbers aren't crazy high, but you don't need that out of a guy like Trey Turner. He's drawing a decent amount of walks, so that on base is pretty high. So he's, you know, if you compare it to the 2020 season, it's a down year. But if you compare it to just about any other Trey Turner season, it's pretty similar, except for 2016. So yeah, we got him in the leadoff spot. I moved Story into the 2-hole. Bryant's batting third. Happ is going to bat fourth with that power. He's up to 28 homers. Then we got Baez 5, Peterson 6, Contreras 7, Hayward 8. So when I moved Trey Turner into this lineup, originally I was trying to decide between Hayward and Jock Peterson as to who I should sit down. And I was looking at their numbers, man, and Hayward, he's got a 280 batting average with an on base that's 100 higher. He's putting up really good slugging numbers. Like for Hayward, that's his best since joining the Cubs. And what is that? His second best? Just barely his second best slugging numbers of all time. The OPS is at 857. And then, you know, not to mention his fielding. Not like his fielding is, 90 plus, but that's still an attribute he has, is good fielding. And then I'm not going to go into it now because I don't want to take up way too much time, but when you go into his splits, most of what he's doing good is against righties. He's not performing well at all against lefties. So like these numbers are already being dragged down by his at-bats against lefties. So against righties in this lineup, he's literally one of our best players on the team. I hate to say it. But then you look at Jock Peterson, he's got that 96 power that you don't want to take out of the lineup. When I looked at his splits, 22 of his 23 homers have come against righties. His average and on-base numbers aren't like as high as Hayward's, but his slugging is way higher, making his OPS even higher than Hayward's. But then you look at Rizzo, and sure, he's drawn a crazy amount of walks. That on-base is still really high, but the slugging is what is holding him back, and the OPS only at 731. That is like over 100 points lower than both Hayward or Jock Peterson were. In terms of fielding, I mean, yeah, he's got good fielding numbers, but he's playing first base, so that it doesn't matter a ton. So if you're looking just at the bats, I feel like Rizzo's the odd man out because Jock Peterson can play first base. So I don't know, guys. I'm going to leave it like this for now. We'll play it by ear. Maybe come playoff time, one of these guys will cool down. We'll put Rizzo back in. I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel good about this. It just feels wrong, but the numbers don't lie. But then against lefties, same top of the order. We got Turner, Story, Bryant. But then we have Baez batting fourth, Contreras 5. I do have Rizzo in the lineup against lefties. Then we got Happ and Nico Horner in the lineup. So I guess I forgot to mention, for this lineup then, both Peterson and Hayward are on the bench. Peterson, I had him starting against lefties because his numbers were like weirdly high. But ever since I put him in, those numbers kept going down further and further. So it was time to take him out. So we have then Bryant out playing right field. We've got Story then playing third, and then Nico in playing second. And then, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Rizzo, because when I was looking at his splits, he's doing way worse against lefties than he was doing against righties. So I hate to say it, but his numbers are probably going to keep going down. So it's going to get tougher and tougher to put him back in the lineup. But hey, if he starts turning it around and hitting lefties well, then I'll probably have to take another look at him against righties. And hopefully this is the last time I'll have to ramble about our team. Now that the trade deadline is just about gone, I'm hoping we can get through the rest of this season pretty quickly. I know that kind of contradicts how we've started this episode because I've rambled about our lineup. But I'm really hoping from here on out, it'll either be this episode and one more or this episode and two more to finish out the remainder of this regular season. So then with that in mind, let's go ahead, man. Let's get into this Trey Turner Chicago Cubs debut. Hopefully it goes a little better than Trevor Story's did. And just, a little interesting wrinkle is that all Trey Turner had to do is go from one dugout to the other because we are already playing the Nationals. So let's see what he can do in his first game against his former team here, and we get to face a lefty. All right, man, I'm excited. When I use Trey Turner in Diamond Dynasty, he is one of my favorite cards to use. So hopefully I can get the job done here. I couldn't pass up swinging at that. That looked like a hanger. It ended up being a little bit better of a pitch than I thought, but we get a base hit right away on the first pitch. All right, we got at bat number 2 here in the 4th. Now we're down 2-1 though. Oh, please stay fair. Oh my God, dude. Ugh. No, wait. Is that an error or a base hit? And he's safe at third. They're playing that little, oh, it is an error. So that's not really going to help us. I mean, for the player boost, it's not going to help us. That helps us in this game, though, being down 1. Oh, run, Jock. Oh, he looked safe to me. I should have been on the move. I should have taken initiative and took off from first base. That would have prevented a double play in that spot. All right, at bat number 3, they've still got Lester out there, so we get another at bat against a lefty. And we should be guaranteed one more at bat after this, too. Oh, no, dude. 2-0 count, but that was a good pitch to swing at. Oh, no, Bryant. My guy, what are we doing? Oh, and they scored after that. All right, here's our... Ooh, now we're down 5-2. All right, maybe we kickstart something here, though. I don't think I got enough of that. Yep, not even close. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Only the one hit. We reached base on an error on a hard hit ball. We had a hard hit line out. And then that one was probably our worst swing. Okay, so we did get a 1+. I was gonna say, I feel like those at bats should deserve at least a 1+ for solid contact. Again, though, just like Story, I feel like Trey Turner is not somebody we needed to go out there and put up a 3-star performance with in order for him to be good this year. He's gonna be good no matter what, and at least getting a 1+ boost should just make him, just that much better. So we're at neutral momentum, and what do we got here? Another no-hitter? This time it's Michael Fulmer. But this is interesting because he already has... I've never seen this before. We already played his player lock to get him a boost. He already has that +2, but this is another player lock. So what happens... Do we need like a +3 performance to get him that third one? Or do we only need a +1 to get him that third one? Or if we get a +1, will it erase his +2 he's at right now and bump him down to a +1? But another game that we're only up 1-0 in, trying to close out this no-hitter. Let's see if we can do it again. All right, that's crucial. It's not a perfect game either. He has a walk, and it was this guy that he walked. All right, but we must be facing the minimum, so that must have ended up in a double play or something, because the leadoff hitter leading off the 7th. He's got a ton of energy left. We might be able to get this done. I didn't even realize it's raining again. That happened in the Arrieta no-hitter also. It was raining, which is weird because I would imagine pitching gets worse the more rain that happens. And that's our first out. Another weak grounder from Fulmer. Oh, and okay. That could have easily been a hit if we didn't snag that one. This will be the tough one. Gotta face Juan Soto. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to nibble the corners at least. Trying not to give him anything to hit, and we just are missing, and he's not going to bite. Oh, but he swung 3-0 at a pitcher's pitch. That's 1 inning in the books. We got 2 to go. Hey, we put up another run. It had to have been a Hayward solo shot because we were due up second in this inning. Oh man, for a second I thought that was going to get down. All right, now we can focus on pitching again. Another weak grounder. That play should be made. All right, 5 to go. Another weak grounder. Bryant's there. 4 to go. Wait, what? That's Starlin Castro? Hang on here. I hate to break my flow here on the mound, but that's not who we think it is. Oh, the curve ended up in the zone. 1 more inning to go. Oh, come on, Victor. Chase a little bit here. No. Where's that going? Ah. Man, he was being so selective at the plate. That 3-2, I didn't want to try another breaking pitch. So I went up and in with the heat. All right, yeah, I was going to say, you got to take me out now. Now it's only a 1-run lead. All right, Chafin. Do we get to pitch? We don't. I'm assuming we still won because the crowd isn't upset. Team got the win. No pluses. Man, though, that would have been so nice to get that crazy momentum again. But we only add 1, so our momentum is basically not even there. But yeah, we're going to take this series against Washington, and we got another quick turnaround. 1 game. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. What has gotten into our pitchers this time through the rotation? This time it's Zach Davies going for a no-hitter. And he hasn't gotten a player lock boost situation yet. So this could be a chance to get him a little boost going through the end of the year. And he's already having a good year. So I don't know. I guess we might as well not waste any time. Let's get right into this one. We do have 2 walks on the board. So again, this is not a perfect game. And hey, I mean, we don't have to face Trevor Story. They're not chasing for him either. All right. Well... McMahon did not feel like helping out at all. He did not swing at anything that wasn't in the zone. Even that one, that was really close. Oh. So we don't even get excitement this time around. A walk because dude was not swinging at anything, and then I miss with a curve, and that ends it right away. Dude, I swear, they make you work so hard in these no-hitter moments. But I guess we're still pitching. All right, so we got to keep it together here. We can't lose it because we're still protecting a lead. All right, that's an infield fly. We get our first out. Don't give me that. At least that wasn't the one that broke up the no-no. Look at that. I've said it before. I don't know how much the PCI feedback matters when you're facing the CPU, but if it does, that's awful. How are you not chasing that, my guy? If that falls, I swear to God. Oh my God, this is not real. Back-to-back opposite field bloopers to put up 2 runs. They better take me out because my blood pressure is gonna rise if we play any more of this game. Holy crap. Let's see what happened. The crowd's upset, so he still got the win. Whatever. No boost for Davies, I guess. That sucks. What else could I have done? The only bad at bat that I pitched was the one that we gave up the first hit in. And the only reason it was a bad pitched at bat is because I hung an 0-2 curve. I swear though, man, it's like every normal game, I'm always confident in my ability to pitch against the CPU, but whenever we hop into a no-hitter, I don't know if it's me, I don't know if I get into my own head, I don't know if they turn up some sort of sliders, but it is so tough to get batters out when it's one of those no-hitter player lock moments. That's why it was so unlikely, in my opinion, that we finished that one out with Arrieta, and it took some lucky defensive plays and hard hit balls being hit right to our guys to do it. But we got to move on. At least we added a little bit more momentum back, so that one should be enough to get us maybe a couple wins here. Let's sweep the Rockies. Let's take care of them. There we go. Now we got to face the White Sox. Are we going to play against them? We are. We got a little bit of a winning streak. Projected wins up to 103. 10.5 game lead. We are rolling now. It's the beginning of August, and the Pirates are almost eliminated. All right, so we got to get into this one in a bit of a tough spot. Bases loaded, only 1 out, but we have a 2-run lead over the White Sox here, and hopefully no more cheese. All right, they shouldn't be able to score 2 on a base hit, with Grandal being the one at second. We got Kimbrel on the mound. He's 10 pitches in, so maybe we could take him out. We can't take him out. We got to stick with him. All right. All right, blow it by him. Let's go right back to the Heat if he can't catch up to it. Oh, he laid off. Come on. And he froze. Now we just need an out. They're bringing in Madrigal off the bench. This is an interesting matchup. Kimbrel and Madrigal traded for each other. As a Sox fan, still not happy about that trade. Never was. From day one, I didn't think it was a good trade. And that was before we knew Kimbrel wasn't going to be good. And we're going to make that trade look even worse. Madrigal getting the base hit. But like I said, Grandal is not going to be able to score on a base hit. All right, Trea, we need a big out here. That should be our out. Grounder to first. There we go. We gave up a run, but we still have our lead. We have a chance to extend it. But now all we got to do is close it out. Nico, oh, dude, how did I miss that? Oh, that was another good pitch to hit. I guess I'm still struggling a bit at the plate. I forgot, actually. And another one. That's not even that bad of a swing. All right. Well, should have been able to do something, but I didn't. So now we got to cling on to this lead. And I actually might just stick with Tepera here instead of going to Chafin. I don't know. I feel like Chafin is not the move today. But if Tepera gets into any sort of trouble, I'll probably bring him in. That's not good. Oh, and Hayward's there. I didn't know if he was going to get there. He kind of had a delayed reaction. And Anderson, weak grounder. He's quick. We got to make this play. All right. There we go. He couldn't hold back on that slider. What an appearance from Tepera. I know he gave up a hard hit ball to Moncada, but comes in with the bases loaded the inning before, gets a weak grounder, then 3 straight outs. I don't even know if it took him 10 pitches to do what he did. All right, so we kept that winning streak alive. We're inching up in the momentum. Like, we are not getting a bunch of momentum in these games. That's 3 in a row that we've only gotten 1. But hey, it's doing the trick. Okay, well, we lose that one. Still win the series against the Sox. Take the first 2 against the Brewers, and now we have to play another game. A lot of quick turnarounds here. The Cardinals actually gained a game on us because they're on a bit of a streak. But we're still 10 up. The Pirates are officially eliminated from the division. But hey, their ERA is improving a little bit. They're almost down to 6. All right, but this should be a quick one. Well, I guess that depends on if this goes to extras, but we got to get an out in the 9th with 2 outs. They got a runner on 3rd, so we got to keep him from scoring, and then we got to do the tough part and score a run ourselves. That's what I have not been doing lately. Okay. Slider didn't end up where I wanted it, but good play from Baez. We got our out. Now we need to score our run. And we got to face Topa. I've had some trouble with him throughout this March to October. Let's hopefully wrap this one up here. We got Romine batting. His season has taken a turn for the worse here. I think it said he was only at oh, we can see 300 on base now. Oh, man. That's a tough spot for that slider when you got to be ready for the outlier sinker. Oh, we got the... Not only did we get the check, but we got the call on that pitch. That was borderline. Oh, that probably would have been ball 4, but I thought it was in the zone. That was another good pitch. Oh, is that... Ah, oh, dude, you had me fooled for a second. I thought that was getting down. What more am I going to do with that pitch, though? I would have almost rather fouled it off. Oh, my God. Okay. Please. I missed that, but that might be carrying Ian Happ. That's gone! Walk-off home run, Ian Happ. I did not deserve that on that swing. That was such a bad swing on such a hittable pitch. But Ian Happ is just too good. that's not going to stay in the park. Oh, that was nice. That was big. Didn't want to go into extras there. I mean, you can't miss that pitch, and I did everything I could to miss it. Sometimes it's down to my skill, sometimes it's down to how good our players are, and that time it was not down to my skill. We get a little bit more momentum from this one though. 2, and then an extra one for the walk-off. I think we had 4 home runs as a team in that game and only scored 6 runs. There we go. This is going to be nice. We should be able to pick up a few wins with this. I'd be okay simming a decent chunk of games. We got a big lead in our division. Probably going to extend it here if we keep winning. There we go. All right, we get to play Miami. What is this? They're giving us another shot with Trevor Story? Since I failed so bad the first time, they're going to give me another chance? Projected wins now up to 105. Division lead now up to 12 games. Dude, and we're only like 2 games back, or at least 2 wins back from where the Twins are at now. We might take that spot from them of being the best team. All right, but guys, I think that's where I'm gonna call this one. We made a pretty big dent here, I feel like. Well, actually, maybe not. We just kind of played a lot of close together games, didn't we? But just look at that graph, man. That was a big stretch of games we went on there, only losing, what, 1? And I would say at this point, as long as there isn't like disaster in the last 42 games, we should have this pretty much locked up, right? So depending on how things go, next episode definitely could be the final episode of the regular season. So make sure you come back for that one, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already so you don't miss that. But thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.